Are you carrying a heavy burden of past hurts and regrets? Do you yearn for peace and freedom in your heart? Welcome to a journey that will transform your life. In this video, we will unveil secrets that have the power to heal your soul and set you free. Imagine waking up each day feeling lighter, happier, and more at peace with yourself and others. Stay with us until the end and discover how a simple, powerful act can open the door to a new, joyful chapter in your life. Your transformation starts now. Number 1. Forgiveness is the key to unlocking the door to inner peace. When you hold on to grudges and resentment, it's like carrying a heavy backpack filled with rocks. Each negative emotion weighs you down, making it harder to move forward. But imagine what happens when you let go of that weight. Suddenly, you can breathe easier, your steps become lighter, and you feel a sense of freedom that you might have forgotten was even possible. The journey to forgiveness begins with understanding that it is not about condoning the actions that hurt you. It's not about saying that what happened was okay. Instead, it's about freeing yourself from the chains of anger and bitterness that bind you to the past. Holding on to these negative emotions only gives power to the person or event that hurt you. By forgiving, you reclaim your power and take control of your own emotional well-being. Think about a time when someone hurt you deeply. Maybe it was a betrayal by a close friend, a harsh word from a loved one, or an injustice that seemed unforgivable. The pain from that moment might have stayed with you, festering and growing over time. Every time you think about it, your body reacts. Your heart races, your muscles tense, and your mind replays the hurt over and over again. This constant replay keeps you stuck in a cycle of pain and anger. But now, imagine deciding to forgive. It's not an easy decision, and it doesn't happen overnight. It's a process that starts with a single thought. I want to be free. As you begin to entertain the idea of forgiveness, you might feel resistance. That's natural. Your mind and heart need time to adjust to this new way of thinking. But as you continue to focus on the desire for peace, you'll find that the resistance starts to fade. One powerful way to begin the process of forgiveness is through self-reflection. Take some time to sit quietly and think about the situation and the person who hurt you. Allow yourself to feel the emotions that come up, the anger, the sadness, the disappointment. Don't judge yourself for these feelings. They are a natural part of being human. Write down your thoughts if that helps. Putting your feelings on paper can be a cathartic release and a step towards understanding them better. Once you've acknowledged your emotions, try to see the situation from a different perspective. This doesn't mean excusing the behavior, but rather understanding that everyone has their own struggles and reasons for acting the way they do. Sometimes people hurt others because they are hurting themselves. By recognizing this, you can begin to separate the person from their actions and see them as a flawed human being, just like you. Another step in the forgiveness journey is to practice empathy and compassion. Imagine the person who hurt you as a child, innocent and vulnerable. Think about the experiences that might have shaped them into the person they are today. This doesn't excuse their behavior, but it can help you develop a sense of compassion for their humanity. Compassion is a powerful tool that can soften your heart and open the door to forgiveness. As you continue to work on forgiveness, it's important to take care of yourself. Engage in activities that bring you joy and peace. Surround yourself with supportive people who uplift you. Practice mindfulness and meditation to help calm your mind and focus your thoughts. The more you nurture yourself, the stronger you'll become, and the easier it will be to let go of the past. Forgiveness also involves setting boundaries. Just because you forgive someone doesn't mean you have to allow them back into your life in the same way. It's okay to protect yourself from further harm. Forgiveness is about releasing the negative emotions within you, not necessarily about reconciling with the person who hurt you. You have the right to create a safe and healthy environment for yourself. As you progress on this journey, you'll start to notice changes within yourself. The heavy burden of anger and resentment will begin to lift, and you'll feel a sense of lightness and freedom. Your relationships with others will improve, as you're no longer carrying the baggage of past hurts into new interactions. Your mind will be clearer, allowing you to focus on the present moment and the future, rather than being trapped in the past. Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself. It's a way to reclaim your peace and happiness, to break free from the cycle of pain and negativity. It's a journey that requires courage and commitment, but the rewards are immeasurable. By choosing to forgive, you open your heart to healing and create space for love, joy, and peace to enter your life. So, take that first step towards forgiveness today. Embrace the process, be gentle with yourself, and remember that you deserve to live a life free from the weight of past hurts. Your journey to inner peace begins now. 2. Another profound impact of forgiveness is the way it enhances your physical health. Our bodies and minds are deeply interconnected, and carrying emotional burdens can manifest in physical ailments. When you hold on to anger, resentment, and bitterness, your body responds with stress. This chronic stress can lead to a myriad of health issues, including high blood pressure, weakened immune system, and even heart disease. Letting go of these negative emotions can have a remarkably positive effect on your physical well-being. Imagine your body as a vessel. When it is filled with negativity and unresolved emotions, it becomes heavy and strained. This stress can cause tension in your muscles, headaches, and a general feeling of fatigue. Over time, the cumulative effect of this stress can lead to more serious health problems. By choosing to forgive, you are essentially lightening the load your body has to carry. This doesn't just affect your mind, it has a tangible impact on your physical health as well. Studies have shown that people who practice forgiveness experience lower levels of stress and anxiety. When you forgive, your body releases endorphins, which are natural painkillers and mood elevators. These chemicals help reduce stress, improve your mood, and promote a sense of well-being. As you let go of grudges, you may find that you sleep better, have more energy, and even experience fewer physical ailments. Consider the story of a woman who held on to anger for years after a painful divorce. She suffered from chronic headaches and insomnia, and her blood pressure was dangerously high. It wasn't until she began the process of forgiving her ex-husband that she noticed a change. Her headaches became less frequent, she started sleeping through the night, and her blood pressure began to normalize. Forgiveness didn't just heal her heart, it healed her body as well. Forgiveness also helps to break the cycle of negative behavior and patterns. When you hold on to resentment, it often leads to a cycle of negativity. You might find yourself reacting to situations with anger or frustration, even when they don't warrant such a response. This can strain your relationships and create a toxic environment. By forgiving, you stop this cycle and allow yourself to respond to situations with a clearer, more balanced perspective. For example, think about a person who has been wronged at work. They might carry that resentment into every interaction, becoming overly critical or defensive. This can create a hostile work environment and further isolate them from their colleagues. By forgiving the initial wrong, they can approach their work with a fresh outlook, improving not only their own experience, but also the overall atmosphere in their workplace. Moreover, forgiveness fosters resilience. Life is filled with challenges and setbacks, and how you respond to these events shapes your overall well-being. When you practice forgiveness, you build emotional strength and resilience. You learn that you have the power to overcome hurt and move forward. This resilience is crucial for navigating life's ups and downs with grace and strength. Consider a man who experienced betrayal by a close friend. Initially, he was devastated and struggled to trust others, but as he worked through the process of forgiveness, he discovered a newfound strength within himself. He realized that while he couldn't control the actions of others, he could control his own reactions. This resilience allowed him to rebuild his trust in others and form new, healthy relationships. Forgiveness also has a profound effect on your relationships. Holding on to past hurts can create barriers between you and the people you care about. It can cause you to build walls, making it difficult for others to get close to you. By letting go of these hurts, you open yourself up to deeper, more meaningful connections. You become more empathetic, understanding, and compassionate, which enhances your relationships in profound ways. For instance, a couple who struggled with infidelity in their marriage decided to work on forgiveness. It wasn't easy, and it took time, but as they forgave each other, they found their bond growing stronger. They communicated more openly, trusted each other more, and ultimately, their relationship became more resilient and loving. The act of forgiveness also models positive behavior for those around you. When others see you practicing forgiveness, it can inspire them to do the same. This creates a ripple effect, spreading healing and positivity. Imagine a family where one member chooses to forgive another for a past wrong. This act can inspire others in the family to address their own grievances and work towards forgiveness, leading to a healthier, happier family dynamic. Forgiveness is a powerful tool for improving your physical health. It reduces stress, promotes resilience, enhances your relationships, and sets a positive example for others. By choosing to forgive, you not only heal your heart, but also your body. The journey to forgiveness is a journey towards a healthier, more fulfilling life. Embrace this journey and watch as your physical well-being transforms alongside your emotional health. Chapter 3. Forgiveness also plays a crucial role in enhancing your emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions, as well as the ability to recognize, understand, and influence the emotions of others. By practicing forgiveness, you develop greater self-awareness, self-regulation, and empathy, which are all key components of emotional intelligence. When you forgive, you take a deep dive into your own emotional landscape. You confront the pain, anger, and sadness that you've been holding on to. This process requires a high degree of self-awareness, as you need to identify and acknowledge your emotions honestly. By doing so, you become more attuned to your emotional state, which is the first step towards improving your emotional intelligence. Self-regulation is another critical aspect of emotional intelligence that forgiveness enhances. Self-regulation is the ability to manage your emotions in healthy ways. When you hold on to grudges, your emotions can feel out of control. Anger and resentment can flare up unexpectedly, affecting your behavior and interactions with others. Forgiveness teaches you to let go of these volatile emotions and replace them with more balanced, positive feelings. This practice of managing and regulating your emotions helps you to respond to situations calmly and rationally, rather than reacting impulsively. Empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of another, is also strengthened through forgiveness. When you forgive, you often have to put yourself in the shoes of the person who hurt you. This doesn't mean excusing their actions, but rather understanding their perspective and the reasons behind their behavior. This practice of seeing things from another's viewpoint enhances your empathy, making you more compassionate and understanding in all your interactions. Consider a situation where a colleague at work made a mistake that affected your project. Initially, you might feel angry and frustrated. However, by choosing to forgive, you start to see the situation from their perspective. Maybe they were under a lot of stress or dealing with personal issues. This shift in perspective allows you to respond with empathy rather than anger, which can improve your relationship and create a more supportive work environment. Forgiveness also encourages personal growth and self-improvement. When you forgive, you often need to confront and overcome significant emotional challenges. This process builds resilience and character. It pushes you to become a better version of yourself, one who can rise above hurt and pain. As you forgive, you may find that you become more patient, understanding, and emotionally mature. These qualities not only enhance your emotional intelligence, but also contribute to your overall personal development. Furthermore, forgiveness can lead to greater emotional stability. When you hold on to negative emotions, your mood can fluctuate wildly. You might feel fine one moment and then be plunged into anger or sadness the next. This emotional turbulence can be exhausting and disruptive. By forgiving, you release these negative emotions and create a more stable, balanced emotional state. This stability is a hallmark of high emotional intelligence, as it allows you to navigate life's challenges with a calm and steady mindset. Forgiveness also fosters better communication. Effective communication is a key component of emotional intelligence. When you hold on to grudges, it can create barriers to open and honest communication. You might avoid certain topics or people, or communicate in a way that is defensive or aggressive. Forgiveness helps to break down these barriers, allowing for more open, honest, and empathetic communication. When you forgive, you can express your feelings and needs more clearly and listen more effectively to others. Imagine a family dispute where old grudges have created communication breakdowns. By choosing to forgive, family members can start to communicate more openly and honestly. This improved communication can lead to a deeper understanding and stronger relationships, as everyone feels heard and respected. Moreover, forgiveness helps you to manage and reduce conflict. Conflict is a natural part of life, but how you handle it can make a significant difference in your relationships and overall well-being. High emotional intelligence involves the ability to navigate conflicts in a healthy and constructive way. By practicing forgiveness, you learn to approach conflicts with a mindset of resolution rather than retribution. This approach can de-escalate tensions and lead to more positive outcomes. For instance, in a romantic relationship, misunderstandings and conflicts are inevitable. However, when both partners practice forgiveness, they are more likely to resolve conflicts constructively. They can discuss their issues calmly, find common ground, and work towards solutions that benefit both parties. This not only resolves the immediate conflict, but also strengthens the relationship over time. Forgiveness is a powerful catalyst for developing emotional intelligence. It enhances self-awareness, self-regulation, empathy, personal growth, emotional stability, communication, and conflict resolution. By choosing to forgive, you cultivate a deeper understanding of yourself and others, leading to more fulfilling and harmonious relationships. Embrace forgiveness as a tool for emotional growth, and watch as your life transforms in profound and positive ways. Number 4. Forgiveness is also instrumental in enhancing your overall mental health. Holding on to grudges and resentments can lead to a range of mental health issues, including anxiety, depression, and chronic stress. By forgiving, you release the emotional burdens that contribute to these conditions, allowing your mind to heal and thrive. When you hold on to anger and resentment, it can create a constant state of mental tension. This tension can lead to feelings of anxiety, where you're always on edge, expecting the worst to happen. It can also contribute to depression, as the weight of unresolved emotions drags you down, making it hard to find joy and meaning in everyday life. By choosing to forgive, you break free from this cycle of negativity, creating space for positive emotions to flourish. Consider the story of someone who has been deeply hurt by a close friend. The betrayal left them feeling anxious and depressed, constantly replaying the hurtful event in their mind. Each replay intensifies their negative emotions, making it difficult to move forward. However, once they embark on the journey of forgiveness, they begin to notice a change. The constant mental replay slows down, and the emotional pain starts to lessen. They begin to feel lighter, and a sense of calm replaces the constant anxiety. Forgiveness also helps to improve your self-esteem and self-worth. When you hold on to grudges, you might internalize the hurt and start to believe negative things about yourself. You might think that you deserved the hurt, or that you're not worthy of better treatment. These negative self-beliefs can erode your self-esteem over time. By forgiving, you reject these harmful thoughts and affirm your own worth. You acknowledge that everyone makes mistakes, including yourself, and that you deserve to live a life free from the shadow of past hurts. Imagine someone who has experienced harsh criticism from a parent. Over time, they might internalize this criticism and start to believe that they are not good enough. This belief can affect their self-esteem and overall mental health. By forgiving their parent, they begin to understand that the criticism was more about the parent's issues than their own worth. This realization helps them to rebuild their self-esteem and view themselves in a more positive light. Forgiveness also contributes to better mental clarity and focus. When your mind is preoccupied with thoughts of revenge or resentment, it can be difficult to concentrate on other aspects of your life. This mental clutter can affect your productivity, creativity, and overall cognitive function. By letting go of these negative thoughts, you clear your mind, allowing for better focus and mental clarity. This can enhance your performance in various areas of your life, from work to personal projects. For example, a student who is holding on to resentment towards a teacher for unfair treatment might find it hard to concentrate on their studies. The negative emotions cloud their mind, making it difficult to focus. By choosing to forgive, they clear their mind of this distraction, allowing them to concentrate better and perform well academically. Furthermore, forgiveness fosters a sense of inner freedom. When you hold on to grudges, you are, in a way, chained to the past. This connection to past hurts can prevent you from fully engaging with the present and enjoying your life. By forgiving, you break these chains, freeing yourself to live in the moment. This sense of freedom is incredibly liberating and can lead to greater happiness and fulfillment. Think about someone who has been hurt in a previous relationship. They might carry the pain and mistrust into their current relationship, unable to fully enjoy the present moment. By forgiving their past partner, they release the hold that past hurt has on them, allowing them to fully engage and appreciate their current relationship. This newfound freedom enhances their overall happiness and satisfaction with life. Forgiveness also promotes a positive outlook on life. When you're consumed by negative emotions, it's easy to adopt a pessimistic view of the world. You might start to see the world as a harsh and unforgiving place. By choosing to forgive, you shift your focus from the negative to the positive. This shift in perspective can help you to see the good in people and situations, fostering a more optimistic and hopeful outlook on life. Imagine someone who has faced multiple betrayals and has become cynical as a result. They might view every new person with suspicion and expect the worst. By practicing forgiveness, they start to see that not everyone is out to hurt them. This shift helps them to approach new relationships and situations with an open heart and a positive attitude, leading to more fulfilling experiences. Forgiveness is a powerful tool for improving your mental health. It helps to reduce anxiety and depression, improve self-esteem, enhance mental clarity and focus, promote a sense of inner freedom, and foster a positive outlook on life. By choosing to forgive, you not only heal your heart, but also your mind, paving the way for a healthier, happier, and more fulfilling life. Embrace forgiveness as a path to mental wellness and watch as your life transforms in profound and meaningful ways. Chapter 5. Forgiveness also plays a crucial role in enhancing your spiritual well-being. Whether you identify with a particular religion, follow a spiritual path, or simply seek a deeper connection with the world around you, forgiveness is a fundamental aspect of spiritual growth and fulfillment. It allows you to align with your higher self, live more authentically, and connect with others on a deeper level. When you hold on to grudges and resentment, it can create a sense of spiritual disconnection. You might feel isolated, not just from others, but from your own sense of purpose and meaning. This disconnection can leave you feeling lost and unfulfilled. By choosing to forgive, you begin to heal these spiritual wounds, allowing you to reconnect with your inner self and the greater universe. Forgiveness can also deepen your sense of compassion and empathy, which are essential components of spiritual well-being. As you let go of past hurts, you open your heart to others' experiences and struggles. This openness allows you to feel a greater sense of unity and oneness with those around you. Compassion and empathy are at the core of many spiritual teachings, and practicing forgiveness helps you embody these values more fully. Consider someone who has been wronged by a friend. Holding on to that anger and resentment can make them feel isolated and disconnected from their community. However, by choosing to forgive, they begin to see the humanity in their friend and recognize that everyone makes mistakes. This perspective fosters a deeper sense of compassion and connection, enhancing their spiritual well-being. Forgiveness also encourages a sense of gratitude, which is a powerful spiritual practice. When you forgive, you release the negative emotions that have been clouding your perspective. This shift allows you to see the positive aspects of your life more clearly. You start to appreciate the good things and feel grateful for the lessons learned, even from difficult experiences. Gratitude is known to enhance overall well-being and is a cornerstone of many spiritual traditions. Imagine someone who has experienced a betrayal at work. Initially, they might feel overwhelmed by negative emotions, but as they work through the process of forgiveness, they begin to appreciate the support of their other colleagues and the opportunity to grow from the experience. This gratitude not only improves their outlook, but also deepens their spiritual practice. Forgiveness can also be a profound act of self-love and acceptance. When you forgive, you acknowledge your own humanity and the fact that everyone, including yourself, is capable of making mistakes. This acknowledgement allows you to embrace your imperfections and practice self-compassion. Self-love and acceptance are crucial for spiritual growth, as they enable you to live authentically and align with your true self. Consider a person who struggles with self-forgiveness after making a significant mistake. They might feel a deep sense of shame and guilt, which hinders their spiritual growth. By choosing to forgive themselves, they embrace their imperfections and recognize their inherent worth. This act of self-forgiveness fosters self-love and acceptance, allowing them to live more authentically and spiritually fulfilled. Furthermore, forgiveness can lead to a greater sense of purpose and meaning in life. When you let go of past hurts, you create space for new opportunities and experiences. This openness allows you to explore and pursue what truly matters to you, aligning your actions with your values and passions. A sense of purpose and meaning is essential for spiritual well-being, as it provides direction and fulfillment in life. For example, someone who has been holding on to anger from a past relationship might feel stuck and unable to move forward. By forgiving, they release that emotional baggage and open themselves up to new relationships and opportunities that align with their values. This newfound sense of purpose and direction enhances their spiritual journey and overall well-being. Forgiveness also fosters a sense of inner peace and harmony. When you let go of resentment and anger, you create a sense of balance and tranquility within yourself. This inner peace allows you to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience, maintaining a sense of calm and centeredness. Inner peace is a key component of spiritual well-being, as it allows you to live in alignment with your true self and the world around you. Imagine someone who has been carrying the burden of a long-standing family conflict. This conflict has caused them significant emotional turmoil and spiritual disconnection. By choosing to forgive, they release the negative emotions and create a sense of inner peace. This peace allows them to approach their family with a more open heart and foster reconciliation and healing. Forgiveness is a powerful tool for enhancing your spiritual well-being. It helps to heal spiritual wounds, deepen compassion and empathy, foster gratitude, encourage self-love and acceptance, provide a sense of purpose and meaning, and create inner peace and harmony. By embracing forgiveness, you open yourself to profound spiritual growth and fulfillment, allowing you to live a more authentic and connected life. 6. Forgiveness also significantly impacts your ability to cultivate stronger, healthier relationships. Holding on to grudges and unresolved conflicts can create barriers between you and others, leading to misunderstandings and emotional distance. By practicing forgiveness, you dismantle these barriers, fostering deeper connections and enhancing the quality of your relationships. When you forgive, you create an environment of trust and openness. Trust is the foundation of any strong relationship, whether it's with a partner, friend, family member, or colleague. Holding on to past grievances can erode trust, making it difficult to build or maintain a healthy relationship. Forgiveness, on the other hand, helps to restore trust. It signals to the other person that you are willing to move forward and not let past issues dictate the future of your relationship. Consider a situation where a friend has let you down. Holding on to that disappointment can create a rift, making it hard to trust them again. However, by choosing to forgive, you allow the possibility of rebuilding that trust. This doesn't mean forgetting what happened, but rather choosing not to let it define your relationship moving forward. Forgiveness also promotes better communication. When you hold on to anger or resentment, it can cloud your judgment and make it hard to express yourself clearly. You might avoid certain topics or interactions, leading to misunderstandings and further conflict. By forgiving, you clear away these negative emotions, enabling more honest and open communication. This clarity allows you to express your feelings and needs more effectively, leading to more meaningful and productive conversations. Imagine a couple who has experienced a significant argument. Holding on to the anger from that argument can lead to a communication breakdown where both parties feel unheard and misunderstood. By choosing to forgive, they clear the emotional clutter, allowing them to communicate openly about their feelings and work towards a resolution. This open communication strengthens their bond and enhances their relationship. Additionally, forgiveness fosters a more supportive and nurturing environment. When you let go of past hurts, you create space for empathy and understanding. This supportive atmosphere allows everyone involved to feel valued and respected, which is crucial for maintaining healthy relationships. It encourages a culture of mutual respect and kindness, where conflicts are resolved constructively rather than escalating into deeper issues. Consider a workplace scenario where colleagues have experienced a conflict. Holding on to grudges can create a toxic environment, affecting team dynamics and productivity. However, by fostering a culture of forgiveness, team members feel more supported and valued. This leads to better collaboration, higher morale, and a more positive work environment overall. Forgiveness also enables you to set healthy boundaries. It's important to understand that forgiveness doesn't mean allowing others to hurt you repeatedly. Instead, it's about letting go of negative emotions while still protecting yourself from future harm. By forgiving, you can establish clear boundaries that promote respect and healthy interactions. These boundaries help maintain the integrity of your relationships, ensuring that they are built on mutual respect and understanding. For example, someone who has been hurt by a family member might choose to forgive, but also set boundaries to prevent further harm. This approach allows them to maintain a relationship while protecting their own well-being. It fosters a healthier dynamic where both parties understand and respect each other's limits. Furthermore, forgiveness helps to break the cycle of negativity in relationships. When you hold on to grudges, it can create a pattern of negative interactions where each party responds defensively or aggressively. This cycle can be damaging and hard to break. However, by choosing to forgive, you disrupt this pattern and introduce a more positive dynamic. This shift can transform your relationships, leading to more positive and constructive interactions. Imagine a parent and child who frequently argue due to past misunderstandings. Holding on to these grievances can perpetuate a cycle of conflict. However, by practicing forgiveness, they can break this cycle and start interacting in a more positive and supportive way. This change enhances their relationship, fostering a deeper bond and greater mutual respect. Forgiveness is a powerful tool for cultivating stronger, healthier relationships. It helps to restore trust, promote better communication, create a supportive environment, set healthy boundaries, and break cycles of negativity. By embracing forgiveness, you can transform your interactions with others, leading to deeper connections and more fulfilling relationships. 7. Forgiveness also significantly enhances your ability to experience joy and contentment in everyday life. When you hold on to grudges and resentments, they can overshadow the positive aspects of your life, making it difficult to fully appreciate the present moment. By choosing to forgive, you release these negative emotions, allowing joy and contentment to flourish. Holding on to past hurts can create a sense of perpetual dissatisfaction. You might find yourself focusing on what went wrong instead of what is going right. This negative focus can prevent you from enjoying the simple pleasures of life. Forgiveness shifts your perspective, enabling you to see and appreciate the good things around you. This change in outlook allows you to experience joy more fully and consistently. Consider someone who has been deeply hurt by a loved one. They might find it hard to enjoy moments of happiness because their mind is preoccupied with the pain of the past. However, as they work through the process of forgiveness, they start to notice the beauty in everyday moments. They begin to appreciate the laughter of friends, the warmth of the sun, and the comfort of a good meal. This newfound ability to find joy in the present enhances their overall sense of contentment. Forgiveness also encourages a sense of inner harmony and balance. When you are weighed down by unresolved emotions, it can create an internal conflict that disrupts your peace of mind. This internal discord can make it challenging to find happiness and satisfaction. By letting go of these negative emotions, you create a sense of inner balance that allows you to experience life more harmoniously. Imagine someone who has been holding on to anger from a past betrayal. This anger creates a constant undercurrent of tension that affects their daily life. By choosing to forgive, they release this tension, allowing them to approach each day with a sense of calm and balance. This inner harmony makes it easier to find joy and contentment in their daily activities. Furthermore, forgiveness fosters a positive mindset. When you choose to forgive, you are actively deciding to focus on positive emotions and experiences rather than dwelling on the negative. This positive focus can have a profound impact on your overall happiness and well-being. It helps to cultivate an optimistic outlook, where you see opportunities for joy and growth even in challenging situations. Consider a person who has faced numerous setbacks in their career. Holding on to resentment and frustration could cloud their ability to see new opportunities. However, by practicing forgiveness, they shift their focus to the positive aspects of their journey. They begin to see each setback as a learning experience and each challenge as an opportunity for growth. This positive mindset not only enhances their professional life, but also their overall happiness. Forgiveness also deepens your capacity for gratitude. When you let go of negative emotions, you make room for gratitude to take their place. Gratitude is a powerful emotion that can significantly enhance your sense of joy and contentment. By focusing on the things you are grateful for, you shift your attention away from what is lacking or what has hurt you, and instead, you appreciate the abundance and goodness in your life. Imagine someone who has gone through a difficult breakup. Initially, they might focus on the pain and loss. However, as they work towards forgiveness, they start to notice and appreciate the positive aspects of their life. They feel grateful for the support of friends, the freedom to explore new interests, and the lessons learned from the relationship. This sense of gratitude transforms their outlook, making it easier to find joy and contentment in their daily life. Additionally, forgiveness enhances your ability to live authentically. When you are consumed by negative emotions, it can be difficult to be true to yourself. You might find yourself reacting to situations in ways that are not aligned with your values and true nature. By forgiving, you release these negative influences and allow yourself to live more authentically. This authenticity brings a deeper sense of satisfaction and joy, as you are free to be who you truly are. For instance, someone who has been holding on to resentment might find it hard to express their true feelings and desires. This can lead to a sense of frustration and disconnection from their true self. By choosing to forgive, they let go of these negative emotions and allow themselves to be more open and honest. This authenticity enhances their sense of joy and fulfillment, as they are living in alignment with their true values and desires. Forgiveness is a powerful catalyst for experiencing greater joy and contentment in life. It helps to shift your focus from negative to positive, foster inner harmony, cultivate a positive mindset, deepen your capacity for gratitude, and enhance your ability to live authentically. By embracing forgiveness, you open yourself to the abundance of joy and satisfaction that life has to offer. 8. Forgiveness also plays a vital role in fostering resilience. Life is full of challenges and setbacks, and your ability to bounce back from these difficulties is crucial for your overall well-being. When you hold on to grudges and unresolved anger, it can weigh you down, making it harder to recover from adversity. By embracing forgiveness, you build emotional strength and resilience, enabling you to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and confidence. Resilience is the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties and adapt to change. Holding on to negative emotions can sap your energy and make it difficult to respond effectively to new challenges. Forgiveness, on the other hand, helps you to release these burdens, freeing up your mental and emotional resources to cope with whatever comes your way. This process strengthens your ability to adapt and thrive in the face of adversity. Consider someone who has experienced a significant loss, such as the death of a loved one. The grief and pain can be overwhelming, and holding on to anger or regret can make the healing process even more difficult. However, by choosing to forgive, both themselves for any perceived shortcomings and others who may have contributed to their pain, they can begin to heal. This act of forgiveness helps them to build the resilience needed to cope with their loss and eventually find a way to move forward with their lives. Forgiveness also empowers you to take control of your own narrative. When you hold on to resentment, You allow past events and other people's actions to dictate your story. This can make you feel like a victim, powerless to change your circumstances. By forgiving, you reclaim your power and take control of your own life story. You become the author of your own narrative, deciding how to respond to and grow from your experiences. Imagine a person who has been wronged in a business deal. Holding on to resentment might lead them to feel victimized and stuck, unable to move forward. However, by choosing to forgive, they shift their focus from the wrong done to them to their own response and growth. This perspective empowers them to learn from the experience, make better decisions in the future, and continue to pursue their goals with renewed vigor. Forgiveness also encourages a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. When you hold on to grudges, it can reinforce a fixed mindset where you believe that your current state is unchangeable. By forgiving, you open yourself up to the possibility of growth and change. You start to see challenges as opportunities for learning and improvement, rather than insurmountable obstacles. Consider an athlete who has experienced a major setback, such as an injury. Holding on to anger and frustration can hinder their recovery and performance. However, by choosing to forgive themselves and others involved, they can adopt a growth mindset. This mindset allows them to see the setback as an opportunity to learn, improve their training, and come back stronger. This resilience not only helps them recover, but also enhances their overall performance. Additionally, forgiveness fosters emotional agility. Emotional agility is the ability to navigate your inner world, your thoughts, feelings, and self-talk, with acceptance and an open mind. When you forgive, you practice emotional agility by acknowledging your emotions without being controlled by them. This skill helps you to respond more flexibly and effectively to life's challenges, enhancing your resilience. Imagine someone who has faced repeated criticism at work. Holding on to resentment can make them defensive and less open to feedback. However, by practicing forgiveness, they develop emotional agility. They acknowledge their feelings of hurt, but choose to respond with openness and a willingness to learn. This approach not only improves their performance, but also strengthens their resilience in the face of future challenges. Forgiveness also helps to build a supportive network of relationships. Resilience is not just about individual strength, it's also about having a network of supportive relationships that you can rely on. By forgiving others, you foster stronger, healthier relationships that provide emotional support and encouragement. These relationships are crucial for building resilience, as they offer comfort and assistance during difficult times. Consider a community that has experienced a natural disaster. Holding on to anger and blame can create division and weaken the community's ability to recover. However, by fostering a spirit of forgiveness, the community can come together, support each other, and rebuild more effectively. This collective resilience is stronger because it is built on a foundation of forgiveness and mutual support. Forgiveness is a powerful tool for fostering resilience. It helps you to release emotional burdens, take control of your narrative, adopt a growth mindset, develop emotional agility, and build a supportive network of relationships. By embracing forgiveness, you enhance your ability to navigate life's challenges with strength and confidence. 9. Forgiveness also profoundly impacts your capacity for creativity and innovation. Holding on to anger, resentment, and other negative emotions can cloud your mind and stifle your creative potential. By choosing to forgive, you free up mental and emotional space, allowing your creativity to flow more freely and enabling you to think more innovatively. When your mind is preoccupied with past hurts and grievances, it can be difficult to focus on creative pursuits. Negative emotions can create mental blocks, making it challenging to think outside the box or come up with new ideas. Forgiveness helps to clear these mental blockages, giving your creativity the room it needs to thrive. As you let go of negative thoughts, your mind becomes more open to new possibilities and innovative solutions. Consider an artist who has faced criticism and rejection. Holding on to resentment from these experiences can hinder their creative expression. However, by choosing to forgive the critics and themselves for any perceived failures, they release the emotional burdens that are blocking their creativity. This release allows them to approach their art with a fresh perspective, leading to new and innovative creations. Forgiveness also enhances your problem-solving abilities. When you are free from the weight of negative emotions, you can approach problems with a clearer, more focused mind. This clarity allows you to see solutions that you might have overlooked before. By forgiving, you open yourself to a wider range of possibilities, which can lead to more effective and innovative problem-solving. Imagine a team working on a challenging project. If team members hold on to past conflicts and grudges, it can create a toxic environment that stifles creativity and innovation. However, by fostering a culture of forgiveness, the team can clear the air and collaborate more effectively. This collaborative environment encourages creative thinking and the sharing of innovative ideas, leading to better solutions and outcomes. Furthermore, forgiveness encourages a mindset of experimentation and risk-taking. Creativity and innovation often involve stepping outside of your comfort zone and trying new things. When you hold on to fear of failure or past mistakes, it can prevent you from taking these necessary risks. Forgiveness helps you to let go of these fears, enabling you to embrace experimentation and see failure as a learning opportunity rather than a setback. Consider an entrepreneur who has experienced a failed business venture. Holding on to the fear and resentment from that failure can prevent them from pursuing new ideas and opportunities. However, by choosing to forgive themselves and learn from the experience, they can adopt a mindset that embraces risk and innovation. This mindset allows them to explore new ventures with confidence and creativity. Forgiveness also fosters a positive and supportive environment, which is crucial for creative collaboration. When people feel safe and supported, they are more likely to share their ideas and contribute to collective creativity. By practicing forgiveness, you create an environment where others feel valued and respected, encouraging open communication and collaboration. Imagine a creative team that has experienced internal conflicts. Holding on to grudges can create a hostile atmosphere that stifles creativity. However, by fostering a culture of forgiveness, team members feel more comfortable sharing their ideas and collaborating on innovative projects. This supportive environment enhances the team's overall creativity and leads to more successful outcomes. Additionally, forgiveness enhances your ability to adapt and innovate in response to change. The creative process often involves navigating uncertainty and adapting to new circumstances. Holding on to rigid beliefs and past grievances can hinder your ability to adapt effectively. By practicing forgiveness, you become more flexible and open to change, which is essential for creative innovation. Consider a business facing rapid technological changes. Holding on to outdated practices and resisting change can stifle innovation. However, by fostering a culture of forgiveness and openness, the business can adapt more readily to new technologies and market demands. This adaptability enhances their ability to innovate and stay competitive in a rapidly changing environment. Forgiveness is a powerful catalyst for enhancing creativity and innovation. It helps to clear mental and emotional blockages, improve problem-solving abilities, encourage experimentation and risk-taking, foster a supportive environment, and enhance adaptability to change. By embracing forgiveness, you unlock your creative potential and enable yourself to think more innovatively. 10. Forgiveness also plays a crucial role in improving your overall sense of empowerment. When you hold on to grudges and resentment, it can make you feel like a victim, trapped by the actions of others. By choosing to forgive, you reclaim your power and take control of your emotional and mental well-being. This shift from a victim mindset to one of empowerment can have profound effects on your life. Feeling empowered means recognizing that you have the ability to influence your own life and make choices that align with your values and goals. When you forgive, you stop allowing past hurts to dictate your present and future. This act of letting go is a powerful affirmation that you are in control of your own happiness and well-being. Consider someone who has been deeply hurt by a betrayal. Holding on to that pain can make them feel powerless, as if their happiness is contingent upon the actions of others. However, by choosing to forgive, they take back their power. They acknowledge that while they cannot change the past, they can choose how they respond to it. This realization is empowering, as it puts them back in the driver's seat of their own life. Forgiveness also enhances your ability to set and enforce healthy boundaries. When you forgive, you are not condoning harmful behavior or inviting it back into your life. Instead, you are letting go of the emotional hold that past hurts have on you. This clarity allows you to set boundaries that protect your well-being while still maintaining a sense of compassion and understanding. Healthy boundaries are a crucial aspect of feeling empowered, as they enable you to take control of your interactions and relationships. Imagine someone who has been in a toxic relationship. Forgiving the other person doesn't mean allowing them back into their life in the same way. Instead, it means letting go of the resentment and setting boundaries that ensure their own well-being. This act of forgiveness and boundary setting is a powerful step towards feeling empowered and in control. Furthermore, forgiveness can lead to a greater sense of purpose and direction. When you hold on to negative emotions, it can cloud your judgment and make it difficult to see your path clearly. By forgiving, you clear away these emotional obstacles, allowing you to focus more clearly on your goals and aspirations. This clarity can provide a renewed sense of purpose and direction, empowering you to pursue your dreams with confidence. Consider an individual who has experienced a significant setback in their career. Holding on to anger and resentment can make it hard to see the way forward. However, by choosing to forgive those involved and themselves, they clear away the emotional fog. This new clarity allows them to refocus on their career goals and take proactive steps towards achieving them. This sense of purpose and direction enhances their overall feeling of empowerment. Forgiveness also strengthens your ability to make decisions that align with your true self. When you are free from the burden of past hurts, you can make choices that reflect your values and desires rather than being influenced by negative emotions. This alignment with your true self is a powerful form of empowerment, as it allows you to live a life that is authentic and true to who you are. Imagine someone who has been holding on to resentment from a past relationship. This resentment might influence their decisions, causing them to act out of fear or anger rather than genuine desire. By choosing to forgive, they release these negative influences, allowing them to make decisions that truly reflect their values and desires. This authenticity enhances their sense of empowerment and fulfillment. Additionally, forgiveness fosters a sense of inner strength and resilience. When you forgive, you demonstrate to yourself that you have the strength to overcome emotional pain and move forward. This inner strength is a powerful source of empowerment, as it reminds you of your own resilience and capacity to handle life's challenges. Consider someone who has faced significant adversity. Holding on to the pain of these experiences can make them feel weak and vulnerable. However, by choosing to forgive, they tap into their inner strength. This act of forgiveness serves as a reminder of their resilience and ability to overcome difficulties. This inner strength enhances their overall sense of empowerment, enabling them to face future challenges with confidence. Forgiveness is a powerful tool for enhancing your sense of empowerment. It helps you reclaim your power, set healthy boundaries, find purpose and direction, make authentic decisions, and tap into your inner strength. By embracing forgiveness, you take control of your own life and well-being, allowing you to live more confidently and authentically. 11. Forgiveness also has a profound impact on your ability to cultivate patience and tolerance. These qualities are essential for building harmonious relationships and navigating the complexities of life with grace and understanding. When you hold on to grudges, it can make you more irritable and less tolerant of others' mistakes and imperfections. By practicing forgiveness, you develop greater patience and tolerance, which enrich your interactions and overall life experience. Holding on to resentment can lead to a short fuse, where minor irritations and setbacks feel overwhelming. This lack of patience can strain relationships and create a cycle of frustration. Forgiveness, however, allows you to release these negative emotions, giving you the emotional space to respond to challenges with greater calm and understanding. This process enhances your patience, making it easier to handle life's inevitable ups and downs. Imagine someone who is constantly annoyed by a colleague's mistakes. Holding on to this irritation can make their work environment tense and unproductive. However, by choosing to forgive their colleague, they release the built-up resentment. This forgiveness fosters a sense of patience, enabling them to address mistakes calmly and constructively, ultimately creating a more positive and collaborative work environment. Forgiveness also promotes tolerance by helping you to accept others' imperfections. Everyone makes mistakes, and holding on to anger can make it difficult to see past these flaws. When you forgive, you acknowledge that everyone, including yourself, is imperfect and prone to error. This acknowledgement fosters a sense of tolerance, allowing you to accept others as they are without judgment. Consider a parent who is frustrated with their child's behavior. Holding on to this frustration can lead to a lack of tolerance and strained parent-child relationship. However, by practicing forgiveness, the parent can let go of their frustration and approach their child with greater understanding and patience. This tolerance enhances the parent-child bond, creating a more supportive and nurturing environment for growth. Moreover, forgiveness helps you to see the bigger picture. When you are caught up in negative emotions, it can be easy to focus on the immediate hurt and lose sight of the broader context. Forgiveness allows you to step back and see situations from a wider perspective. This shift in viewpoint fosters patience, as you understand that setbacks and conflicts are part of a larger journey and that immediate reactions are not always the best guide. Imagine a manager dealing with a team member who missed a crucial deadline. Holding on to anger can create a tense and punitive environment. However, by choosing to forgive and consider the team member's overall contribution and circumstances, the manager gains a broader perspective. This understanding fosters patience, allowing the manager to address the issue constructively and supportively, ultimately benefiting the team's dynamic and productivity. Forgiveness also encourages personal growth and self-awareness. When you forgive, you reflect on your own reactions and the reasons behind your feelings. This self-reflection helps you to understand your own triggers and develop strategies for managing them. As you become more self-aware, you cultivate greater patience and tolerance as you recognize your own role in conflicts and how to navigate them more effectively. Consider someone who has been holding on to resentment from a past argument. By choosing to forgive, they reflect on why the argument affected them so deeply. This reflection helps them understand their own emotional triggers and develop better coping mechanisms. This self-awareness fosters patience and tolerance, enabling them to handle future conflicts with greater composure and understanding. Furthermore, forgiveness fosters emotional maturity. When you forgive, you practice letting go of petty grievances and focusing on what truly matters. This practice helps you to prioritize your emotional energy, directing it towards positive and constructive pursuits rather than holding on to negative feelings. This emotional maturity enhances your ability to respond to life's challenges with patience and tolerance. Imagine someone who is easily frustrated by everyday inconveniences. Holding on to these frustrations can make their life feel constantly stressful. However, by practicing forgiveness, they learn to let go of minor annoyances and focus on the bigger picture. This shift in focus fosters emotional maturity, making them more patient and tolerant in the face of daily challenges. Forgiveness is a powerful catalyst for cultivating patience and tolerance. It helps you release negative emotions, accept others' imperfections, see the bigger picture, foster personal growth and self-awareness, and develop emotional maturity. By embracing forgiveness, you enhance your ability to navigate life's challenges with grace and understanding, creating more harmonious relationships and a more fulfilling life. 12. Forgiveness also enhances your overall sense of freedom and liberation. Holding on to grudges and past hurts can feel like being trapped in a cage where your thoughts and emotions are constantly consumed by negative experiences. By choosing to forgive, you free yourself from this emotional prison, allowing you to live a life that is unburdened and open to new possibilities. When you hold on to resentment, it can dominate your thoughts, leaving little room for positivity and growth. This preoccupation with past hurts can prevent you from fully engaging with the present moment and pursuing your goals. Forgiveness allows you to release these negative emotions, creating mental and emotional space for new experiences and opportunities. This sense of freedom is empowering, as it enables you to move forward with your life without the weight of the past holding you back. Consider someone who has been wronged by a close friend. Holding on to that resentment can make it difficult to trust others and form new relationships. However, by choosing to forgive, they release the grip that the past has on them. This liberation allows them to open their heart to new friendships and experiences, enriching their life in unexpected ways. Forgiveness also empowers you to break free from the cycle of negativity. When you hold on to grudges, it can perpetuate a cycle of negative thoughts and behaviors. This cycle can affect your interactions with others and your overall outlook on life. By forgiving, you interrupt this cycle and introduce a more positive, constructive mindset. This shift not only benefits your mental health, but also enhances your interactions with others, leading to more positive and fulfilling relationships. Imagine a workplace where there has been a long-standing conflict between colleagues. Holding on to grudges can create a toxic environment that affects everyone involved. However, by choosing to forgive, individuals can break free from this cycle of negativity. This act of forgiveness fosters a more positive and collaborative atmosphere, improving overall morale and productivity. Furthermore, forgiveness allows you to reclaim your personal power. When you hold on to anger and resentment, you are giving power to the person or situation that hurt you. This power dynamic can leave you feeling helpless and victimized. By forgiving, you take back control of your emotions and your life. This act of reclaiming your power is a significant step towards personal liberation and empowerment. Consider someone who has been hurt by a past relationship. Holding on to that pain can make them feel powerless and stuck. However, by choosing to forgive, they reclaim their personal power. This empowerment enables them to move forward with their life, pursue their goals, and build healthier relationships. Forgiveness also fosters a sense of inner peace and tranquility. When you release the burden of past hurts, you create a sense of calm and serenity within yourself. This inner peace is a foundation for a more balanced and harmonious life. It allows you to approach each day with a sense of clarity and purpose, free from the distractions of negative emotions. Imagine someone who has been holding on to anger from a family conflict. This anger can create a constant undercurrent of tension and stress. However, by choosing to forgive, they release this emotional burden. This release creates a sense of inner peace, allowing them to approach family interactions with a calmer and more harmonious mindset. Moreover, forgiveness enhances your ability to live authentically. When you are not weighed down by past hurts, you are free to be your true self. This authenticity is crucial for building genuine connections with others and living a life that is true to your values and desires. Forgiveness allows you to let go of the masks and defenses that you might have built up, enabling you to engage with the world in a more honest and open way. Consider someone who has been hurt by a previous partner. Holding on to that pain can make it difficult for them to be vulnerable and open in new relationships. However, by choosing to forgive, they release the fear and defenses that have been holding them back. This liberation allows them to be their authentic self, leading to deeper and more meaningful connections. Forgiveness is a powerful tool for achieving a sense of freedom and liberation. It helps you release the emotional burdens of the past, break free from cycles of negativity, reclaim your personal power, foster inner peace, and live authentically. By embracing forgiveness, you open yourself to new possibilities and experiences, creating a life that is unburdened and full of potential. 13. Forgiveness also plays a pivotal role in fostering a deeper sense of empathy and understanding. When you choose to forgive, you often make an effort to understand the perspective and experiences of the person who hurt you. This practice of seeing the world through someone else's eyes can significantly enhance your capacity for empathy, enriching your interactions and relationships. Empathy involves recognizing and being sensitive to the feelings and experiences of others. Holding on to resentment can create a barrier to empathy, as negative emotions like anger and bitterness can cloud your ability to connect with others on a compassionate level. By forgiving, you dismantle these barriers, allowing empathy to flourish. This emotional openness can transform your relationships, making them more supportive and understanding. Consider a scenario where you have been hurt by a friend's actions. Holding on to resentment can prevent you from seeing their perspective and understanding the reasons behind their behavior. However, by choosing to forgive, you open yourself to considering their feelings and circumstances. This shift in perspective fosters empathy, allowing you to understand and connect with your friend on a deeper level. Forgiveness also encourages active listening and effective communication. When you forgive, you are more likely to engage in meaningful conversations where you genuinely listen to the other person's viewpoint without judgment. This practice of active listening is essential for developing empathy, as it allows you to fully understand and appreciate the emotions and experiences of others. Effective communication, grounded in empathy, strengthens your relationships and resolves conflicts more constructively. Imagine a couple who frequently argue due to misunderstandings. Holding on to past grievances can make it difficult for them to truly listen to each other. However, by choosing to forgive, they approach conversations with an open heart and mind. This active listening enhances their empathy for one another, leading to more effective communication and a stronger relationship. Furthermore, forgiveness allows you to recognize and accept the humanity in others. Everyone has their own struggles and flaws, and acknowledging this common humanity is a key component of empathy. When you forgive, you accept that everyone, including yourself, is capable of making mistakes and deserving of compassion. This acceptance fosters a deeper connection with others as you recognize and honor their humanity. Consider someone who has been wronged by a coworker. Holding on to resentment can lead to a dehumanized view of the coworker, focusing solely on their negative actions. However, by choosing to forgive, they start to see the coworker as a whole person with their own challenges and strengths. This recognition of humanity enhances empathy and transforms their interactions into more compassionate and understanding exchanges. Forgiveness also promotes emotional healing and growth. When you forgive, you allow yourself to process and release negative emotions, creating space for positive feelings like compassion and understanding. This emotional healing is essential for developing empathy, as it enables you to connect with others from a place of emotional wholeness rather than pain and resentment. Imagine someone who has experienced betrayal in a personal relationship. Holding on to the pain can make it difficult for them to trust and empathize with others. However, by choosing to forgive, they begin to heal emotionally. This healing process allows them to connect with others more openly and empathetically, enhancing their ability to build trusting and supportive relationships. Additionally, forgiveness encourages humility and self-reflection. When you forgive, you often reflect on your own actions and the ways you might have contributed to the conflict. This self-reflection fosters humility as you recognize your own imperfections and capacity for growth. Humility is closely linked to empathy, as it allows you to approach others with a sense of equality and understanding, rather than judgment and superiority. Consider a leader who has had a falling out with a team member. Holding on to resentment can create a power dynamic that hinders empathy and understanding. However, by choosing to forgive and reflect on their own actions, the leader approaches the situation with humility. This humility fosters empathy, enabling the leader to connect with the team member on a deeper level and resolve the conflict constructively. Forgiveness is a powerful catalyst for fostering empathy and understanding. It helps you dismantle emotional barriers, engage in active listening, recognize the humanity in others, promote emotional healing, and cultivate humility and self-reflection. By embracing forgiveness, you enhance your capacity for empathy, enriching your relationships and interactions. 14. Forgiveness also significantly enhances your sense of gratitude and appreciation for life. When you hold on to grudges and resentment, it can be challenging to see the positive aspects of your experiences and the world around you. By choosing to forgive, you shift your focus from negative emotions to a more positive and appreciative mindset, allowing gratitude to flourish. Gratitude involves recognizing and appreciating the good things in your life, both big and small. Holding on to anger and bitterness can cloud your perception, making it difficult to notice and value these positive aspects. Forgiveness helps clear away these negative emotions, creating space for gratitude to take root. This shift in focus can transform your outlook, making you more aware of the blessings and opportunities in your life. Consider someone who has experienced a betrayal. Holding on to that pain can make it difficult for them to appreciate the positive aspects of their current relationships and experiences. However, by choosing to forgive, they release the negative emotions that are clouding their perspective. This release allows them to notice and appreciate the love and support they receive from others, fostering a deeper sense of gratitude. Forgiveness also helps you to appreciate the lessons learned from difficult experiences. Every challenge and hurtful event carries a lesson that can contribute to your personal growth and understanding. When you forgive, you open yourself to seeing these lessons and valuing them as part of your journey. This perspective shift not only enhances your gratitude, but also promotes resilience and personal development. Imagine someone who has gone through a painful divorce. Holding on to resentment can make it hard for them to see any positive outcome from the experience. However, by choosing to forgive, they begin to recognize the lessons they learned about themselves, relationships, and their own strength. This acknowledgement fosters gratitude for the growth and understanding gained through the experience. Furthermore, forgiveness enhances your ability to live in the present moment. When you are consumed by past hurts, it can be difficult to fully engage with and enjoy the present. Forgiveness allows you to release the emotional burdens of the past, freeing you to embrace the here and now. This presence enhances your ability to appreciate the beauty and joy of the present moment, fostering a deeper sense of gratitude. Consider someone who is constantly dwelling on a past conflict with a family member. This focus on the past can prevent them from enjoying family gatherings and creating new positive memories. However, by choosing to forgive, they let go of the past and open themselves to the joy and connection available in the present. This shift enhances their gratitude for the moments they share with their family. Moreover, forgiveness helps you to cultivate a more positive and optimistic outlook on life. When you let go of grudges and resentment, you make room for positive emotions and thoughts to flourish. This positive mindset makes it easier to see and appreciate the good in your life, fostering a sense of optimism and gratitude. This outlook not only enhances your happiness, but also positively influences those around you. Imagine someone who has faced numerous setbacks in their career. Holding on to bitterness can create a pessimistic view of their professional journey. However, by choosing to forgive and let go of negative emotions, they start to see their setbacks as opportunities for growth and improvement. This positive perspective fosters gratitude for the experiences that have shaped them, enhancing their overall sense of fulfillment. Additionally, forgiveness encourages you to acknowledge and appreciate the efforts and intentions of others. When you forgive, you recognize that everyone is doing their best, even if they make mistakes. This acknowledgement fosters a sense of gratitude for the kindness, support, and good intentions of those around you, enriching your relationships and interactions. Consider someone who has been hurt by a friend's thoughtless comment. Holding on to that hurt can overshadow the friend's positive qualities and actions. However, by choosing to forgive, they start to appreciate their friend's overall support and kindness. This appreciation fosters gratitude, enhancing the strength and positivity of their friendship. Forgiveness is a powerful tool for enhancing your sense of gratitude and appreciation for life. It helps you shift your focus from negative emotions to positive ones, appreciate the lessons learned from difficult experiences, live in the present moment, cultivate a positive outlook, and acknowledge the efforts of others. By embracing forgiveness, you open yourself to a deeper sense of gratitude, enriching your life with appreciation and joy. 15. Forgiveness also plays a crucial role in fostering a sense of unity and community. When you forgive, you contribute to an environment where understanding, compassion, and cooperation thrive. This sense of unity is essential for building strong, supportive communities, whether in your family, workplace, or broader social circles. Holding on to grudges and resentment can create divisions and foster a sense of isolation. Negative emotions can build walls between you and others, making it difficult to form meaningful connections and work together harmoniously. Forgiveness helps to dismantle these walls, promoting a sense of unity and connectedness. This shift is vital for creating a community where everyone feels valued and included. Consider a family that has experienced a long-standing conflict. Holding on to resentment can keep family members divided and distant. However, by choosing to forgive, each member contributes to healing the rift and fostering a sense of unity. This collective act of forgiveness strengthens family bonds, creating a more supportive and loving environment for everyone. Forgiveness also enhances collaboration and teamwork. In a professional setting, Unresolved conflicts and grudges can hinder cooperation and productivity. By practicing forgiveness, you help create a work environment where people feel safe to express themselves, share ideas, and work together towards common goals. This atmosphere of mutual respect and understanding is crucial for effective teamwork and organizational success. Imagine a team working on an important project. Past disagreements can create tension and reduce efficiency. However, when team members choose to forgive, they clear the air and focus on their shared objectives. This collaborative spirit fosters creativity and innovation, leading to better outcomes and a more cohesive team dynamic. Furthermore, forgiveness fosters a culture of inclusivity and acceptance. When you forgive, you demonstrate a willingness to look beyond differences and embrace common humanity. This inclusive attitude helps to build communities where diversity is celebrated and everyone feels accepted and respected. Inclusivity is essential for creating a harmonious and supportive social environment. Consider a community organization that includes members from diverse backgrounds. Holding on to biases and prejudices can create divisions and reduce the sense of community. However, by embracing forgiveness, members learn to appreciate each other's unique perspectives and contributions. This inclusivity strengthens the community, making it a more vibrant and supportive place for everyone involved. Forgiveness also encourages collective healing. When a community experiences a shared trauma or conflict, the process of forgiveness can help everyone involved to heal and move forward. This collective healing is essential for rebuilding trust and fostering a sense of solidarity. By forgiving, individuals contribute to the overall well-being of the community, promoting resilience and unity. Imagine a neighborhood that has faced a natural disaster. The stress and loss can create tension and conflict among residents. However, by choosing to forgive and support one another, the community can collectively heal and rebuild. This process strengthens bonds and fosters a sense of solidarity, helping everyone to recover more effectively. Moreover, forgiveness promotes a positive social atmosphere. When you forgive, you model compassionate and understanding behavior for others. This positive example can inspire those around you to adopt similar attitudes, creating a ripple effect that enhances the overall social environment. A community built on principles of forgiveness and compassion is more likely to thrive and support its members. Consider a school where students and teachers practice forgiveness. This culture of understanding and compassion reduces bullying and conflict, creating a more positive and supportive learning environment. As students see forgiveness modeled by their peers and teachers, they are more likely to adopt these behaviors themselves, further enhancing the school community. Forgiveness is a powerful tool for fostering unity and community. It helps to dismantle divisions, promote collaboration, create inclusivity, encourage collective healing, and inspire positive social behavior. By embracing forgiveness, you contribute to building strong, supportive communities where everyone feels valued and connected. 16. Forgiveness also has a profound impact on your ability to experience and sustain love. Love, in its truest form, requires an open heart and a willingness to be vulnerable. When you hold on to grudges and resentment, it can create emotional barriers that hinder your capacity to give and receive love fully. By choosing to forgive, you open your heart, allowing love to flow more freely and deeply in your relationships. Holding on to past hurts can create a shield around your heart, making it difficult to connect with others on an intimate level. This shield can prevent you from experiencing the full depth and richness of love, whether it's romantic love, familial love, or friendship. Forgiveness helps to dissolve these barriers, enabling you to engage more openly and authentically with the people you care about. Consider someone who has been hurt in a past relationship. Holding on to that pain can make it difficult for them to trust and love again. However, by choosing to forgive, they release the emotional baggage that has been holding them back. This release allows them to approach new relationships with an open heart, ready to give and receive love fully. This openness not only enhances their romantic relationships, but also deepens their connections with family and friends. Forgiveness also enhances your ability to practice self-love. Self-love is the foundation for all other forms of love, and holding on to self-directed anger or guilt can erode this essential foundation. By forgiving yourself for past mistakes and shortcomings, you cultivate a healthier, more compassionate relationship with yourself. This self-compassion is crucial for building self-esteem and overall well-being, and it lays the groundwork for more loving and fulfilling relationships with others. Imagine someone who struggles with feelings of guilt and self-blame. Holding on to these negative emotions can prevent them from truly loving themselves. However, by choosing to forgive themselves, they release these harmful feelings and embrace self-compassion. This self-love enables them to engage more deeply and authentically in their relationships, as they no longer feel unworthy of love. Furthermore, forgiveness allows you to experience love in a more unconditional way. When you hold on to grudges, your love for others can become conditional, based on their actions or behaviors. This conditional love can create tension and insecurity in relationships. By practicing forgiveness, you learn to love more unconditionally, accepting others for who they are, flaws and all. This unconditional love strengthens relationships and creates a more stable and nurturing environment for both you and your loved ones. Consider a parent who has been hurt by their child's actions. Holding on to resentment can make their love feel conditional, dependent on the child's behavior. However, by choosing to forgive, the parent embraces their child's imperfections and loves them unconditionally. This unconditional love fosters a stronger, more secure bond, allowing both parent and child to thrive. Moreover, forgiveness fosters a sense of empathy and understanding in your relationships. When you forgive, you are more likely to see things from the other person's perspective and understand their motivations and struggles. This empathy enhances your ability to connect with others on a deeper level, creating a more compassionate and loving dynamic. Consider a friendship that has been strained by misunderstandings. Holding on to resentment can make it difficult to see the friend's perspective. However, by choosing to forgive, you open yourself to understanding their side of the story. This empathy fosters a deeper connection and a more compassionate and loving friendship. Forgiveness also contributes to the longevity and resilience of your relationships. Every relationship faces challenges and conflicts, and holding on to grudges can weaken the bond between you and your loved ones. By practicing forgiveness, you strengthen the foundation of your relationships, making them more resilient to difficulties and more enduring over time. Imagine a couple that frequently argues but never resolves their underlying issues. Holding on to these resentments can erode their bond over time. However, by choosing to forgive each other and address their conflicts with compassion, they strengthen their relationship. This resilience allows them to navigate future challenges more effectively, ensuring a long-lasting and loving partnership. Forgiveness is a powerful tool for enhancing your ability to experience and sustain love. It helps you to dissolve emotional barriers, practice self-love, embrace unconditional love, foster empathy, and strengthen the resilience of your relationships. By embracing forgiveness, you open your heart to deeper, more meaningful connections with others, enriching your life with the transformative power of love. Thank you for joining us on this transformative journey through the power of forgiveness. We hope these insights inspire you to embrace forgiveness in your own life, unlocking the many ways it can heal and elevate your existence. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Have you practiced forgiveness and noticed changes in your life? Share your stories in the comments below. We're eager to learn from your journey. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more content that empowers and inspires. Click the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Together, let's continue to grow, heal, and live our best lives. Thank you for watching.